And I told myself, 2020, girl, really, there's just no time or energy for that. So, you know, the old Jeffree would always address things and always come on here and be like, you guys, this is actually what's happening. I don't care anymore. And I normally don't address a lot of bullshit because I just keep it moving, baby. But
hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Peekaboo. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2026. The album, Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. Boost. How are you guys doing today? Okay, well, this video is going to be about Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star going off on Twitter a little bit today, a lot today, and then having some things to say on Instagram. I'm going to show you guys that video as well. I'm very, very confused as to what he's put out there. Well, really, I'm not. But he's saying one thing and then saying something completely else and then wondering why people are confused and wondering why he has to repeat himself. So we're going to kind of go through it today. I really just want to hear what you guys have to say about all of it. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. I have a few things I would like to announce. We have a few school announcements for drama class, first of all, okay? If you didn't know, number one, are you here for drama class? Have you shown up on time, okay? Judy Smith, I see you, and trying to sneak into the back row after you're passing a note to your sister over there, Sally Smith, okay? That's not good, okay? Anyway, we're just sitting here having our coffee or our cake. Ow, just poke my eye. You can poke your eye out with it. Having your juice box or your Kendall Jackson or whatever you're having. We're just sitting up in the kitchen. We're having a little conversation about all of these famous celebrity public figures and just giving our opinion on it. That's what we do over here. Anyway, we're going to talk about all that in a second. But before we do, I want to say, hold on a second, that I have new merch out. Did you know that? I have new merch out. I'm very, very excited. I worked with a graphic designer named Caroline. She was absolutely fantastic. We've been working on it for like 6 weeks because I didn't want it to look super sophisticated. I didn't want it to look super amateurish. I wanted it to look very 70s and 80-ish, you know, like a t-shirt that you would have like roller skating in the 70s kind of thing. I wanted kind of like a mix of all of that, and then I have like 8 sayings that I wanted her to do, plus one for the True Crime Book Club, because we now have merch for the True Crime Book Club. She was fantastic to work with. So if you're looking for somebody to help you come up with a logo or whatever, she recently graduated from, I was gonna say high school. She recently graduated from college, and this is what she does for a living. She has a website. I will link it below. You can go check it out, all the things she's done. She's fantastic, and I loved working with her. So Caroline, you have been such a joy to work with, and I'm hoping that we will work together again in the future. So anyway, I have all kinds of new merch. Go check it out. It's listed below. I also have candles, and guess what? I have a new candle coming out. It's called Be Too Much, and I will show that in my next video, because the other thing I wanted to say is that my husband and I are doing a couples Q&A in my next video. Did you hear that? Okay, so, but let me tell you, there's a little secret curveball to this video. He said he would do it if he got to pick the questions. So he has picked all the questions for it, and he's like, do you want me to send you the questions? And I was like, no, you have to, he goes, I have to ask the questions. I go, oh yes, that's how it works over here. If you want to be the host of the show, you have to take control. So anyway, that's the next thing I want to talk about. Then the third thing I want to say is, you guys, listen, I'm so excited. Lunar Beauty came out with their lip glosses. They restocked their lip glosses, and they restocked their blushes today. And so I'm super, super excited about this. Look at this. This is about all I have left, okay? I'm like, do you see this? It's completely empty. I bought a bunch of this, so I'm super excited. Can I say that one more time? Anyway, go check out. It's literally, it is the best lip gloss in the entire world. If you have never tried it, I think it's $17 for one of these. This is called Celine. I realized when I was on the website, my favorite is called Enchantment. But that was the one that came out with the October, you know, the one that looked like the Ouija board and all that kind of stuff. That one has been like sold out for a while, unless he restocked it this morning and I didn't see it and it was sold out like in an hour, because I was like on there within an hour. Actually, I looked at the clock and we were, because it was like, I think it like went on at like 10 o'clock this morning, and we were on our way to brunch, and it was like 1:47, and I was like, oh my God, it had been up for 47 minutes. And I was like, if this stuff is sold out, I'm gonna be so pissed if I don't get my lip glosses. But I was like, I know at least one person will send me a lip gloss out there, so because I know I gotta a bunch of good Judies, and if you want good Judy merch, go check it out on my website. So anyway, but I got a bunch of these, and I'm really excited, because I love this with a tan. I think it looks so fantastic, don't you? I just put it on all day long, and it tastes and smells like cake batter, and it's really nice. And the component is like, it's the real deal. Like, it's, here, let me show you. None of that plastic junk that you get, you know, when you go other places. I'm just saying, okay? It's like the real deal. So, let's get into this video today about Jeffree Star at almost exactly 5 minutes on the dot. Okay, so I started getting sent all of these messages about Jeffree Star and what he was saying on Twitter this morning. Okay, so I went on his Twitter. Hold on a second. I need a sip of coffee. Cup of joe from my new fall cup. Don't you love it? Okay, from Starbucks. Now I have changed my drink. I used to drink a venti iced coffee with 2 equals. I'm now drinking, because my husband got me drinking these, I'm now drinking a venti iced blonde Americano with 1.5 equal. Okay, so, and I'm very, very devastated today because somebody found out that my street corn dip from Meijer has gelatin in it, and I'm a vegetarian, and so I can no longer have a street corn dip, but I'm gonna find a vegetarian street corn dip. I think they probably have one at Trader Joe's or something, and if they don't, then I'll find a recipe and make it myself. But so, to the person out there that sent that to me, thank you. You know, one of the things, people ask me a lot about being a vegetarian, is you kind of live and learn, you know, as you go. Like, you do the best you can, and you learn as you go. So, but I'm so devastated about that. Anyway, okay, so I got these comments from people saying that Jeffree Star was kind of like going off on Twitter. Now, apparently he has deleted some tweets. I can't fact check those tweets because they're gone. So I'm not going to talk about those tweets on here where he was apparently coming for some people and saying not the nicest things. I'm not surprised if that was the case, but I can't fact check them because I think that he possibly could have deleted them. I don't know, okay? So anyway, but he has tweeted out 15 times since he's been up today. The first time that he tweeted out was 5 hours ago. So he's tweeting out 3 times an hour while he's on this vacation in Wyoming, and he's the happiest he's ever been. He's spending a lot of time on social media, which if that's what he does and that's what he enjoys, hey, I totally get it. My husband and I, we love social media too. So when we're on vacation, you think we're not on social media? We are, okay? 15 tweets within 5 hours, that's a lot to me, okay? That means like, you're really spending a lot of time on Twitter, kind of consumed with what's going on. But that's just my opinion, okay? So I want to read you through, I'm about to read, okay? I'm about to read the room a little bit. No, I'm about to read you guys these tweets that Jeffree Star has put out, all right? So the first thing he said is, good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? Which is like, I always put that out too. People are always, they always laugh because I always put it out at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they're like, oh my God, you're just getting up. Happy early evening and stuff like that. Okay. So, then he, of course, he had to address, so he's been dating this guy, okay? And a lot of people are having issues with the fact that the man that Jeffree Star is dating is black, okay? That's kind of like the primary issue that people seem to have with it when I am reading the threads on Twitter and things like that. There is kind of like a sub-issue, which is people are assuming that he is married because he has a child and he has an ex, okay? I believe in a video I said his ex-wife. If I said that, I was incorrect. The man has not been married according to Jeffree Star, okay? And he said marriage licenses are public record, or you can check them out. So if I said that in a video, I was wrong, okay? So apparently this is just his ex-girlfriend, somebody that he has had a child with. I don't know. Apparently, some people are saying he has 2 children. Some people are saying he has 1 child. I don't know. I am not doing some deep dive investigation to try to find out everything about this man. I don't even know his name, okay? I don't know what he does for a career. Some people are saying he plays basketball. I have no idea, okay? But that's what's going on. So most people are having an issue with the fact that Jeffree is dating somebody that is black. And the reason why that's an issue, allegedly, not that that matters, right? You say what you want to say, I guess, but is because he has had all these allegations about being a racist in the past, okay? So then to come out and be dating somebody that's black, you know, it's probably not a great look to a lot of people. It looks like he's doing it to kind of cover up these allegations, because these allegations just recently happened and he really hasn't addressed it, other than to say what we're not going to do is address these issues, okay? Which we're going to talk about with the video in a little bit. So to me, okay, that's what I have witnessed that most people have an issue with, right? So Jeffree Star goes on here. He has not addressed anything about dating a man that was black, okay? He says, I don't hang out with married men. I'm not going to repeat myself again, so read it twice. Marriage licenses are public record. Common sense is not so common. Okay, and so then somebody underneath here says something about him having kids, and somebody else says something about common law marriage. They all go in here and they say all this kind of stuff, right? People are like, people are really defending Jeffree Star in here. People are like, they don't want to hear it. They just want a reason to justify their hate rooted in jealousy. You live your life and be happy. You owe nobody an explanation. You know, I don't know, like, with most people, what I see, because you see a lot of people in Jeffree Star's, the threads, saying, I used to stand you so hard, I love you. I've seen so many, I have gotten so many messages the last couple days from people saying that they literally, like, tweeted him out and he blocked them just recently, like in the last 24 hours. I don't know if that's true, but if that's the case, and Jeffree Star is still tweeting, he's still blocking people based on what they're saying, you know, and it's like, I don't know if it's like really hatred that people have. I think it's that people want, I mean, he got in a video and he said, hold me accountable if you're seeing me do something wrong. People are holding him accountable and he's acting like he's not seeing it, and then he like blocks them or gets upset about it or whatever, you know, so it's not really based in hatred and jealousy. I mean, like this is the thing. It's like when you watch somebody on TV that has huge sums of money, like let's just take the Kardashians, for example, right? Like, I don't know that I've ever watched an episode of the Kardashians and I've been like just filled with jealousy at the fact that they have so much more financially than I do, right? Do I think that it looks cool and it looks fun and their houses are nice? Sure, right? Do I look at that sometimes and think, God, I wish I could take a trip like that and rent a house in the middle of, I don't know, wherever they go, you know, in the Caribbean or something like that. That one vacation with Scott Disick. But do I look at that and I think, like, God, I'm so full of jealousy, I hate the Kardashians? No, I don't feel that way. And I don't think most people do either, right? I think that is a stand mentality because you don't have really any other go-to, you know, is to say, well, everybody hates Jeffree Star and they're jealous of him and that's why they're saying these things. No, I don't really think that's it. I really think that people want Jeffree Star to be a better person so that they can, like, I mean, Jeffree Star is kind of this anomaly in the world. Like, people really want to love him. Like, look what happened with the Shane Dawson series. Shane Dawson basically sainted Jeffree Star, and people were really quick to, you know, forgive him for the things of the past, and they really wanted to believe in Jeffree Star. People want to believe in Jeffree Star, okay? But he continues to put these things out there and stir things up at his own doing, and people look at that and they're like, yeah, I'm continuing to get disappointed in you. In all honesty, if Jeffree Star called me up and said, what do you think I should do? I would say, go take your trip to Wyoming, enjoy your time with him, don't take any pictures unless you absolutely are so in love that you feel like you need to, and just stay out of drama for a month or two and see how it feels for you. Like, see, does it feel really good to, like, be away from the drama? Or, you know, is there some truth to the fact that, like, you're addicted to the drama? Like, that's come out and people have said that, right? And if that's the case, then maybe take a look at that and see, well, what is it about my addiction to the drama? Like, why do I always need to be constantly in that? Like, that's what I would ask somebody, you know? Or kind of take a break on social media and say, like, you know what, I'm going to step away. I'm not going to post my personal stuff on social media because that's what people like, don't like, and whatever, you know? I don't know, that's what I would probably say. So anyway, then it goes on, and the next tweet is, remember when I heard he's only with you for the money for 5 years with Nathan? I'm so bored of that rhetoric. Okay, well, I mean, first of all, I made several videos defending Jeffree Star and Nathan's relationship and saying that I really thought it was real and whatever. But, you know, it's kind of like this when you're watching a cooking channel on YouTube and, like, you're watching somebody and they're like, here's the flour and here's the sugar, and you're seeing them mix it in a bowl, right? And they're like, we're making, like, chocolate cake today, and they put the chocolate in and all that kind of stuff, and you're watching it, right? And you're like, you believe and you trust, okay, that they're making chocolate cake. But there are things that come up over time that you're like, kind of like, well, they just put chocolate chips in there. Why'd they put chocolate chips in there if this is chocolate cake? Well, maybe this is chocolate chip cake. I don't know. You start having questions, right? Or like, why are they heating the oven to this? Or why did they bring out a cake pan instead of a cookie? Or why did they bring out a cookie sheet instead of a cake pan? And you're like confused, and you're watching it, and you're like, well, this doesn't make sense. Are they going to make a cake on a cookie sheet? And then at the end of the video, they bring out a cookie sheet, right? And they show you, you know, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 cookies, chocolate chip cookies, and they go, here's a chocolate cake. And you're going, no, those are chocolate chip cookies. No, it's a chocolate cake, right? Because they believe that that's the chocolate cake, when you're looking at it going, no, that's chocolate chip cookies. That's what that whole relationship was with me with Nathan. It was like, at the end was when I looked at it and I was like, chocolate chip cookies. So all these questions that I had through the whole duration of the relationship didn't add up and they didn't make sense. And at the final, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it didn't feel real. The breakup didn't seem real to me. What happened afterwards didn't seem real to me. You all just moved on real quick. You don't talk about each other. I mean, 5 years together is a long time. I've had 5-year relationships, you know? My husband and I, we just celebrated 12 years together. So when you're with somebody for 5 years, to just like move on with your life and never address them again when they were a huge part of your life and business, like, I don't know, that's so interesting to me, you know? He doesn't owe that to anybody, but like, that's just really interesting to me. So, you know, like for me, it's like he kind of, I think, starts to believe these things that he puts out there. But anyway, so, I don't know. And then he put out here, the concept of being attracted to both genders still really has some people confused. Okay, so what he's addressing is that this man that he's with supposedly, you know, had an ex-girlfriend and a baby. Now, the ex-girlfriend has come out and she has said some things as well, many things, okay? So he's now with this guy, and I don't know if this guy, I don't know anything about him. I haven't seen his Twitter. I haven't seen his Instagram. People send it to me, but apparently it's private now. I don't know if this man has ever come out and identified any kind of label, how he identifies, you know, like as bisexual or pansexual, or I have no idea. I don't know anything about this man, okay? So apparently what Jeffree Star is saying is that what I'm taking from this, okay, is that he is saying that he is bisexual, okay? Which would, I guess, be how you would define somebody that dates both sexes or is with both sexes, right? Because then you leave out all of the whole, like, people that identify as non-binary, people that are trans, all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know why that's, I don't know. I'm very confused by all of this, okay? But I'm just going off of what Jeffree Star said. But if you think about this, you know, it's interesting because Jeffree Star has, like, had issues in the past with, you know, all other people that kind of have similar issues. But then it's like every person that Jeffree Star dates is somebody that, like, he would say often with Nathan never dated a man before. He was always with women before me. Like, he wore that as kind of a badge of honor, you know? And then now here he is with somebody that I apparently identifies as bisexual. I don't know. Like, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't make any difference to me whatsoever. You know, maybe he met Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star's the love of his life, and this has happened to Jeffree Star twice now, I guess. You know, lightning strikes twice in the same spot. I don't know. Like, it's very confusing to me, you know? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And, you know, in all honesty, those are the things that I don't really care about. Like, I'm kind of like, you know, I don't really care about all this. This is how I feel about it, that part. So then he goes on, and he's talking about the orgy palette and all this kind of stuff. And then he says something that lyrics from a song, okay? And then he goes up here, and I think he says one more thing. He says, my lawyer has been really busy lately. Okay, and it's always interesting to me when he puts this out. So now, you're in the middle of Wyoming in this cabin. Now, I love cabins. Gatlinburg, Tennessee is one of my favorite places to go in the entire world. And I'm looking at this cabin, I'm like, this cabin is gorgeous. Okay, he's getting massages. He's going to coffee houses. He's having, like, this vacation looks so fantastic to me. And you're with somebody that you really love. I don't know if you love them or if you just love hanging out with them or you're having a great time, right? Why are you spending so much time on social media addressing all of these issues that you said you were not going to address? And now you're saying that your lawyers have been really busy. And to put that out on, like, Twitter, right? Like, if I were to put out a tweet that said my realtor's been really busy lately, you guys would assume, okay, I'm thinking that either I'm looking to buy a house or I'm looking to sell my house, right? So when he puts that statement out, like, my lawyer has been really busy lately, to me that kind of comes across as like, well, who are you threatening? What is your lawyer busy about? Is he looking at buying real estate in Wyoming for you? Or are we supposed to guess? You know, is this about opening stores in Wyoming? Is this about trademark patents that you're coming up with that he's busy about? Or are you saying that a lot of people are saying things about you and your lawyer's going to be busy, kind of like the whole, like, James Charles joke back in the day, like, I'm going to call my attorney or whatever he said. I don't understand what that statement is for, but people kind of go a little bit off underneath here. And they say, okay, somebody's underneath, okay, the fact that people are saying that no one cares, yet they're on his post only seconds after it's been tweeted. You don't care, but got those Twitter notifications on, don't you? I love how everyone's so quick to be rude or disrespectful in LMAO. Is y'all's life that sad that you gotta be rude to others? Shaking my head, you need Jesus. She stole that from me, because you know what? I say you need Jesus all the time. But anyway, that's okay. I love you. Whatever her name is, I can't see it from here. Ninosha. Ninoshka? Yeah, I mean, okay. We're right on top of it, girl. I mean, we see it right away. Trust. People are sending me in the DMs all the time what Jeffree Star. Oh my God, did you see what Jeffree Star did? Constantly. And with Tati. Okay, if Tati posts something, it's right like that. And with James Charles. And with Manny. And with Nikki. This is not just about Jeffree Star. I know people love to think that, but like any drama channel will tell you that. Like when Tati came out with her little Instagram or her little Twitter video, like literally, I got like 100 DMs within 5 minutes. Okay, Tati pulls more DMs about what she's doing than Jeffree Star could ever want to do on a day, okay? Speaking of, someone said Tati Westbrook ended you. Someone said, did you think someone was going to read this and be like scared, like emojis? Someone said, okay, Jeffree Star has a black man as a boyfriend. That proves he isn't racist, is what this person says. I'm just reading these. Someone said nobody needs to know, and which I agree. Like, why are you telling the world? You're a CEO of a major brand. I mean, you've talked about how much money you have in videos and things, and you're tweeting out about what your attorney's doing. Why? Like, I'm confused. Like, why do you need to do that? Like, that's confused. Like, you're sending out a message. Who are you sending out the message to? That would be my question, okay? And then this person says, nobody needs to comment either. But here we are. People get so mad. Hold on a second. Where was the one that I wanted to read? Because I thought it was pretty spot on. People were talking about like why people do this. Okay, I cannot find this comment that I wanted to read, but somebody said, for someone who acts unbothered, the way you're acting would seem you're really bothered, which I totally 100% agree with. And then this response to them says, is that your PFP, which means profile picture? You're a mess. And then this person responds to them and says, as if I give a shit, what? Oh! oh my God, I gotta put a quarter in the swear jar now. Okay. As if I give an SHI to it with a troll account with no pic of themselves and one follower thanks and real gross trash coming for someone's appearance. And I totally agree with it. Jeffree Star's stands coming for somebody's appearance. Kelly Sapri. Never would that ever happen. Okay, now I want to talk about this Instagram post that Jeffree Star put up today. But before I do, I want to show you a real quick clip from his Instagram post that I made a video about 2 days ago. Okay, because this is where I'm confused. Okay, so I'm going to show you the clip from 2 days ago, and then that's going to go right into the clip from today. So here you go.
Now, I've entertained a lot of bullshit before, a lot of lies, and I told myself, 2020, girl, really, there's just no time or energy for that. So, you know, the old Jeffree would always address things and always come on here and be like, you guys, this is actually what's happening. I don't care anymore. I'm living my life. I'm actually genuinely happy. And I know that upsets a lot of people, bitch. Happiness should never upset anyone. I want everyone to win. I want everyone to be amazing. And I want everyone to have a good fucking life. So if anyone else has any negative energy, can't relate. I know rumors and lies are entertaining, and that's how people make money and advertisements and clicks. Bitch, I know how the world works, so it never bothers me. But just know that I'm hanging out with someone amazing who is single and has been single for a while. Okay, and real quickly, I know that Twitter is a very toxic place, and I normally don't address a lot of bullshit because I just keep it moving, baby. But I'm just gonna say it once. The person I'm hanging out with has never been married. He's not married. I didn't steal anyone's fucking husband. Marriage licenses, public record. I know the lie sounds way better than the truth a lot of the times, and people love the entertainment. But baby, I'm not the one. Stop the lies, relax, take a hit, suck dick, and stop trying to ride my Miss Mama.
Okay, so Jeffree Star's not going to address any of the BS and any of the lies. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. But if he does do it, okay, he's going to pick and choose what he wants to address. So Jeffree Star chose to address the issue with the fact that this man that he is supposedly dating or he's with or he's hanging out, whatever's going on with them, they've been holding hands and it looks very romantical. It looks very romantical. I would assume they were a couple if I saw them together, okay? But whatever. He's never been married. He's not married. He's not addressing it anymore. Okay. Now he's not going to address all the other issues that people have that are going on. He doesn't going to address any of that. Okay. Because what Jeffree Star does is he addresses what he chooses to, and then he deflects off of what the other issues are that people really have. And that's what Jeffree Star has been doing for a very, very long time. Here's the issue that everybody wants Jeffree to address. Jeffree goes over here and he addresses this small issue over here and acts like this is the big deal that everybody wants to talk about. Kind of of ignores the elephant in the room, and then he addresses this little piece over here, and then it's complete deflection. And also, it's like he turns it on somebody else. And he's like, what we're not going to do is we're not going to, you know, talk about the drama, but I'll address this one small issue over here. Oh, this issue that everybody has with me? The fact that I have years and years and years and years and years and years of clips and all this kind of stuff of not taking accountability and people saying that I'm supposedly a racist and now I am just happen to be dating a black man. Okay, I'm not going to sit down and address any of that, but I will address the fact that everybody's coming for me because they're saying that I'm a home wrecker and that I'm dating a married man. I don't think that's the issue that people have. I'm just saying, okay? I think when you hand people what the issue is on a silver platter and you say, this is what I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about anything, but if I am going to talk about, this is what I'm going to talk about, then people all of a sudden they're like, oh, like he possibly was married, he had a girlfriend, like he has kids, like all of a sudden they're looking over here and they're kind of forgetting this whole issue over here. It's a very, very smart PR deflection move. Like, and I don't know if that's what he's doing. I don't know if he's just being 100% honest. I don't know. You let me know in the comment section below. But what I will tell you I'm very confused about is how 2 days ago he said he is never going to address the drama, and then he comes out again today and says almost the exact same thing, word for word. Almost exactly word for word, like it's scripted at this point. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.